welcome to a new video. This time we are going from Frankfurt to Austin in Lufthansa's old economy class. Let's see if there's old or maybe still gold, I don't know, according to the first class video. Yeah, it was super busy for me this morning to get to the airport, 1.5 hours instead of 30 minutes because there was a lane closure on the highway and I went off the highway, but in this morning time everybody wants to go towards Frankfurt and more people hit the road, and so the estimated time of arrival getting later and later, and yeah, it was super stressful. I hope the flight will be more relaxing. I just had quite enough time to top up my water bottle for the flight. Let's jump on board, go to boarding and have a look what they offer in their old economy class.
Haben Sie Esther oder Visum?
Esther.
Kommen wieder zurück. Morgen.
Ja, genau.
Okay.
Ja, Business, ja. Danke.
Guys, we are almost there. 1.5 hours, 1 hour 20 minutes until landing in Austin, and the restrooms have always been really clean throughout the flight, but now, yeah, close to landing it is really dirty. And I mean, if passengers put the trash where actually the toilet cover is, then even the crew is not able to take it clean all the time. Not about the crew. Actually, throughout the flight the crew did a really good job, but yeah, what should they do? Other than that, there are no amenities, there is nothing here, just some soap and that's it. But honestly, I mean, the A330 is one of the oldest birds in the fleet and the hardware is still looking really good. Yeah, if you compare it to an A330 of Delta Airlines, especially on the loo, yeah, the loo falls apart on Delta Airlines. flight. Lufthansa did a lot of cost cuttings the last couple of years, especially through the pandemic, but they didn't get back to the old service soon enough. So I'm happy to tell you guys that they are back on the old good level, not a superior level, not 5-star level, but 3 to 4 stars. They brought back the alcoholic, the vodka, brandy and gin. You can order it during the first drink service, and yeah, they have 2 options right now. One meat option, it was chicken on today's flight. The second one was noodles, and as you guys know, I don't like noodles. Of course, they were a little bit overcooked, but the sauce around it was really good actually. It was not only a tomato sauce, there were a lot of grilled vegetables in it, and there was pesto. So in the end, actually the main course they served after start was pretty good. Mid-flight they served a little snack, some Nutella cookies and a drink service. Tea, coffee, soft drinks, whatever you liked, wine, white wine, red wine, beer of course, the Beck's famous German beer. Third service was a full meal, and also you had a choice of 2, some dumplings, some Bavarian style dumplings with so-called Schwammel. It means mushrooms. It is in a rich creamy sauce, really typical Bavarian style. I opted for this one, and that was really delicious. And the second choice was gnocchis with spinach. Both main services, they had 2 dishes to choose from, and then there was a little snack service mid-flight. So from that perspective, it was really good. And yeah, the dumplings, Bavarian style, because it is Oktoberfest right now. I had the same Bavarian dumplings last year when I was flying to New York with my family from Munich to JFK. And yeah, that was really good. Something different, like only noodles, really tasty as well. So food-wise was really good. Cabin and restrooms were always clean, except yeah, prior landing of course, but that is about the passengers. The seats of course, they are old, but they are not worn. You didn't see the age, and they are clean. This is the most important point. So biggest problem on Lufthansa right now is the entertainment system, not only in the A330, also in the 747, even the newer -8, and in the A380 they have some really old displays. They're really small, resolution isn't really good, and it is super slow. It's really crazy. You touch the button, you touch the screen, and nothing happens 4-5 seconds until something changed, and until you start the movie, yeah, half of the flight is over. Okay, that was ironically, but yeah, that's a really big minus. And yeah, they promised Allegris, and even economy means Allegris, many years ago, and I hope it will roll out really fast now, because these kind of seats, or especially the entertainment system that is built in the seats, it is so much 2000. Overall, as a German, I am really glad that Lufthansa is recovering a little bit. That is much necessary. They had a 5-star rating, which wasn't really, yeah, it was a Skytrax rating, there's nothing else to say. So they're getting closer and closer to the 4 stars, but yeah, it's still a way to go. Hopefully we will have a solid airline in Germany in around 2 years. So yeah, the good old days will come back. I am pretty optimistic. If you have a flight you want to take and the price is compatible, I can recommend Lufthansa. Like for them. And if you liked the video, maybe you will give a like to my work to support me. And yeah, if you didn't subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so now. Even if you don't, I really appreciate that you watched it, and that means a lot to me. If you want to give me any feedback, write it down in the comments below. And until then, there's only my last famous words. Guys, we all live under the same horizon, so be nice to each other. Goodbye, world.